So, let's begin. ASMR. Well, whatever. So, Pikmin 1, red only. You aren't allowed to access any yellow onions or or blue onions. They will never be unlocked. The red onion will be unlocked because you're allowed red Pikmin, but you aren't allowed to use yellows or blues or even unlock their onions. Oh my god, smell it. Who is that? I know who this is. Oh no. Wait, it's who is it? Is that Tyree or Findon? I'm not sure. Yeah, you're Tyree, aren't you? What's up? For God's sake. It's your boy. I'm back in the block. I got back yesterday. It's quite quiet. It's scary at night. There are ghosts and things. Now, I would rather you didn't watch. Because it's kind of cringy. But here we are. No, you don't. No, you don't have to leave. Yes, Steph. Yeah, thanks. I am enjoying the room. I'm sleeping in your bed every night. So this is red Pikmin only. You're never allowed to access the yellow onion or the blue onion. It makes for some very interesting routes. It's a very difficult challenge. No one has ever completed Pikmin with only red Pikmin before. No one has ever done that in the history of Pikmin. And if you're watching this, then I'll be the first. So the route on day 1 and 2 is very, very simple. I'm just going to clear Impact Site on day 1 and 2. And grow as many reds as possible. I've got to get some flower Pikmin to make day 2 slightly easier for me. So I'm going to actually spend a long, long time just standing still, doing nothing. I'm not going to pluck this Pikmin. Or I might pluck. Nah. I think it probably would have been better to pluck a Pikmin there. But whatever. I'm going to wait for those Pikmin to turn into flowers. Or at least buds, some of them. What's coming up? So Forest of Hope is a very difficult section. Well, they all are, to be fair. But in its own way, it's very difficult. The first day, I'll collect 4 parts, and they're fairly easy to collect. Sagittarius, I'm sure most people will know now that you can get Sagittarius red only by throwing Pikmin in the water, drowning them, and then taking them to the new place, and then building the bridge and whatever. But you can get Geiger Counter by clipping up out of bounds, and then you can actually get round to where the Snagrets are. And then Nova Blaster, Radiation Canopy, Extraordinary Bolt, and Whimsical Radar are stuck behind gates. There's another way to collect the radar, but I'm not going to be doing it in this run. I'm going to be doing the way that I'm about to talk about now, which is you can push parts all the way to one specific gate, and then on day 5, there's a Bulborb that spawns. That Bulborb can be used to push the parts through the gate. So they clip through the gate, and then you go around the other side of the gate. It's really simple. You just pick it. You just pick the parts up as soon as they're ready, and move on. But it's simple, but it's actually really difficult to pull off. But at that point, then Forest of Hope is beatable with only red Pikmin. Then I'll go to Forest Naval. There's a lot of water in Forest Naval, but never fear. I've developed a pretty cool trick which allows you to get most parts out of the water, and that's called waypoint displacement. This was known about before me, but I've kind of helped discover certain other things about it which do make this run actually physically possible. So look out for that when it comes up. I'll start with anti-dioxin filter, which is the 40 weight part that's in the water. You might be thinking, how can he possibly get that out? How can he possibly get that out of the water? Well, with difficulty. But you can do it in 2 days. I might do it in 3, we'll see. I'm going to aim for 2 though. And then the guard satellite was an impossible part as well. So the anti-dioxin filter and the guard satellite were 2 of the hardest parts in Forest Naval, and 2 of the hardest parts in the game for me to get. Guard satellite was actually the last one that I ever got. And thanks to someone called Mio, I think. He changed his name a lot. Whatever. He found a trick that you can actually take wollywogs with you, and wollywogs can be used to force items through the walls as well. So now you can force the guard satellite through the gate as well as other parts that I've discovered with bulb orbs. So the guard satellite one, that's one to look out for in Forest Naval. It's probably at the end of the Forest Naval series. It'll be coming up. What else is interesting? Oh yeah, the Ionium Jet is quite cool, because that takes 3 days to do. And then there's some other stuff. Libra only. Libra with red only is very cool. That strat. So there's a lot of cool stuff in Forest Naval, but there's only 2 parts that are actually really, really difficult. And difficult for human as well, which is guard satellite. And the anti-dioxin filter. Yes, so I'm going to be completing the game reds only. Or attempting to. Secret Safe is a very difficult part to get as well. Still possible, but difficult. The thing about Secret Safe is there's a small chance that a bomb will spawn actually on a lower ledge rather than the higher ledge. If the bomb spawns really low, you can use it to clip up to the higher ledge and then access the final part, which is the Secret Safe in Final Trial. You can't access that top ledge in any other way that I know of at the moment, and that's fine. It just means that you have to re-roll for RNG, and it's incredibly rare for it to drop, but it is possible, and that's what's important. Oh yeah, and then with Secret Safe you have to actually push it into the water as well. You have to push it into the water and then take it out of the water. It's a very complicated one, but you'll see it's coming up in probably a few days or few weeks, depending on how I manage to actually complete these runs. I have thought about yeah, so submitting Pikmin 1 to GDQ. I'd definitely like to one day. Depends with my work, if I can get time off and whatever. In future, I definitely will be able to request time off and then go to GDQ. Maybe it would be nice to go to GDQ without the pressure of having to do a run, but I would definitely, if I'm still playing Pikmin 1, which I expect to be, I would love to play Pikmin 1 at GDQ. And I'd do my best to give good commentary about it too. What's up, Penguin? It's to beat cancer. Yeah, exactly right. So if I put that spin on it, then they'll say things like, "Oh yeah, it's for charity, right? So go ahead," because that's actually what my work actually really loves it when you do charity events. I'm pretty good. Back streaming. It's the first stream that I've done in a very, very long time. first day, by the way, isn't very interesting, but after that, every other day is interesting, depending on what you mean, you mean by interesting. There's a unique trick to collect every part red only. Some of them are, if I explain it to you, interesting, but if you watch me do it, slightly tedious and boring, especially if you watch me do it and I fail and I have to restart. But when I'm done, I will upload this human playthrough of red only to YouTube, and just the days that are successful. So yeah, for documentation. That's not why he got banned. He got banned because the GDQ staff told him to stop telling certain jokes, and also he sent a load of people to an airline's Twitter, Delta Airline Twitter, I think it was, to go spam them, and that wasn't a very good thing to do either. So it wasn't the Owen Wilson jokes necessarily. It's just a byproduct. Wow. How do you even do that Owen Wilson accent? Is actually amazing. Wow. Nah, I can't do it, but Bonesaw is the classic. I don't even like that Ratchet and Clank game or whatever he played, Jak and Daxter, same thing, right? But I watched his run. Very interesting. Now I'm just waiting for these to turn into flowers because it helps me on day 2. If you're watching so far on YouTube, why? Why didn't you just skip to day 2? There's literally nothing interesting about day 1. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Like, they don't care. It's just the way that this works in the community. People think their effect is much higher than it actually is. In general, people don't care. Anyway. So, in Distant Spring, there's a lot of water. Haha, I remember that guy. It wasn't even a Make America Great Again hat. It was a red hat with words on it. What's up, QQ? Yes, it is me. Hello. ESA was great. Okay, I'll talk about ESA in a bit. But let me finish off my train of thought. DS, Distant Spring. There's lots of water. You can push parts out of water. You can also waypoint displace, which will be coming up later. Basically, I'll explain all the tricks as they pop up. At the moment, though, stuck in Impact Site. Right, so ESA was a fantastic few days. I was only there for about 4 nights, but it was really worth going to. I spent a lot of money, to be fair. I wasn't able to go for the full event, which actually really did suck. I would have much preferred to stay for the whole thing. But the few nights that I was there, I met people like... okay, well, thanks, little stupid idiot. So I hung out with Chris and Ella, obviously. 360 Chrism and Ella Pie. Fuzzy was there. Me and Fuzzy. We had one of those... You know how sometimes when you've been drinking and then it gets to 3 AM and you're like, let's go outside, let's go for a walk. We, a few of us went to a water tower kind of near the hotel. Went to a water tower near the hotel and some people kind of split off. So it was me, Fuzziness, Linkus7, the Wind Waker runner, and then also his friend Ben. And just the 4 of us just having deep 3 AM, 5 AM drunk discussions. It was fantastic. And then people like okay, mods and viewers from Chris's stream, obviously. People like Random Tank, Chaotic Blaster, they were cool, and 60NL, a friend of Ella's. Who else did I meet? Oh, Mexican Runner and Sinister One were there. They were just standing there. I just walked past them, and then I walked past them. I thought to myself, did I just walk past Sinister One and the Mexican Runner? Turned around, looked at them for about a second. They didn't see me. They were just, you know, I got like a few yards. Turned around, went, oh, cool, and then just walked off. It was great. I never said hi to them, but they're towers of speedrunning. They are very important people. I didn't save. Fuck! I need to save every single time. Well, damn. Anyway, what's up, Alti? Hopefully I'll just get it first try. Probably will anyway. If not, I'll just have to restart. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. Might bother you, though. Yeah. I'm going to be streaming, hopefully, every weekend and most weekdays. Pikmin 1 as well. So it's happening. Marathon training, exactly right. Yes, this is the red-only playthrough. I will be the first and probably only human to ever beat Pikmin 1 with only red Pikmin. Whoops. Did I seriously mess up the easiest clip in the game? Holy crap. Time is actually tight, so I can't really afford to mess up like that. Time is of the essence at the moment. You love watching Pikmin 1 runs? Well, good. I love doing them. You know what, I'm not going to use 3. Just 2 will be enough. I believe it is as well, yeah. I wish more people would speedrun Pikmin 1. But the thing is, if people start Pikmin 1, they then move on to Pikmin 2, which is a much easier speed game to get into. And it's got more tricks. Pikmin 1 does have tricks, but it's not got like glitches that just sequence break the game and whatever. Whereas Pikmin 1 only has like one of those. Yeah, that's true. We do have someone in chat who does that, who did that, so there you go. Right. Gonna be pushing the positron generator to the shore just today. Damn it, I was thinking I'm gonna 1-cycle that. No, I'm gonna 2-cycle that. But in the end, it didn't even matter. Nice. That'll show those cheeky Pikmin 2 runners. Okay, so everything's in position. I'm now going to leave these Pikmin just there. It's probably fine. And start pushing the positron. You kind of have to get it out of its starting position, but once you do it, it's not so bad. So you never really ran either of them then, did you? Oh! Get destroyed. Now, how are you liking this new MoKG quality streams? Is the audio okay? Is the audio good quality? How about my camera? New and expensive. Oh yeah, you'd be using amiibos to push the parts to show. Oh hell yeah. Why won't you go? Alright, so I need to explain something. In Pikmin 1, the map itself is actually made of triangles, okay? Polygons. Are triangles polygons? Sure they are. Why not? So, when you push a part with just Olimar, the parts prefer to not change polygon that they're on. There are some large floor triangles in the water right now. And when you go from the boundary of one floor triangle to another floor triangle, it kind of prevents you from pushing it over the boundary. You just have to get a big push and push perpendicular to the line in the floor. Now, of course, you can't see those lines, and even if you could see them, it's still a challenge for some parts. But that's just a challenge that I'll get through. I've done all of this theory crafting on emulator, so I know what I'm doing. And I've got a helpful little notebook that I made. So it shouldn't be too bad. I have made maps of different floor triangles and whatever. But it's very easy to fail this one. Positron generator on day 2 isn't necessarily an easy trick. And the floor triangles don't help. It does slow down progress quite a bit. Yeah. It's okay, it's not for everyone. Speedrunning is a difficult hobby. It's just a good feeling when you beat your PB. When you finally beat yourself. Or the world record. Just a PB in general is a very nice feeling. Now my aim for day 2 is to finish on at least 80 Pikmin. 85, sorry. So that means just getting the pearl. I can get more, theoretically. But it's not the end of the world if I don't. So if I get 85 by the end of today and the positron generator, then good. If not, I'm going to redo it. Including day 1, because I didn't save because I'm an idiot. Isn't this the most interesting gameplay you've ever seen? Well, get used to it, because I do this to about 10 other parts. That is the nature of Red Pikmin only. Fuck off, really? What's going on? Do the thing, please. So the way collision works in this game, when you lie down as Olimar, you turn into an object. And objects have certain densities, kind of, sort of. It just means how much you can clip into them. Positron generator you can clip into very well, in fact. Olimar has a high density. Ah, frick, I looked away. If you look away from a part as well, it resets. That's fine. I'll just put it back. I'm glad you like it. So now I'm going to do something very clever, which I came up with myself. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't call it very clever. You push the 20 pellet slightly into the water, and you can actually lie down against the 20 pellet, causing a... If you draw a line from the center of the 20 pellet to the center of the positron generator, the line actually points out of the shore, and that's the line of action of the force of pushing the 20 pellet. So therefore, you get the part out of the water. Very simple, I know. So all it takes is a bit of force. You lie down there, and it's coming out now already, is it? Is it moving now? I can't tell because I zoomed the camera in like an idiot. Like a spaz. Anyway, so for some reason... Oh, you're going to die, aren't you? Ha! Ha! Thanks, helpful Pikmin. Anyway, so it should come out of the water now. So the 20 pellet will kind of vibrate a little bit. That's normal. It's a very non-dense object. It then pushes... Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Don't know why I said that. Right, I'm going to need to push the 20 pellet a bit more into it, just so that it actually comes out of the water fully, so that I can collect it. Yeah, it takes its time, I'm afraid. Damn, it's not working. Frick. Okay, here's another thing. You can lie down at the side of a 20 pellet to make it push more, push more. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm a bit tight for time right now, but I have collected the positron generator. I'll accept applause. There we go. Now I have to pluck 50 Pikmin and flower them, preferably. But that's fine. Okay, there you go. When they deliver a difficult... Well, there are many, many more difficult parts than this. So, look forward to that. Right. I have about 65 seconds to pluck 50 Pikmin. It's about 1.0 something seconds per pluck. So it could be close. I guess I don't need them flowered. But it would help in day 2 if they were all flowered. But I guess I don't need them all flowered. Where's Louis when you need him? Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Dung dugga dugga dung dung dugga dugga dung dung dugga dugga dung dung bum. So I'm not going to flower them. This is acceptable. Fuck it, I'll give it a go. I also... That wasn't a great day 2. I thought that I could maybe get some more Pikmin. Like right now, if I had about a minute to spare, I could grow some more Pikmin. Maybe get up to 93, 94, something like that. Which I did in practice. On an emulator. Using save states. So, make of that what you will. He would only pluck 8 out of the 50. That's so accurate. Ah! You just said an accurate, very true thing. Here's one truth token for you. Take it. Well, I have infinite respect for people who have respect for people who play GameCube games in 2018. Saving. I just saved. That's legit. 30 minutes in, 2 parts down. It only gets harder.